They want you to believe it's a fairy tale. They want you to believe that Atlantis was nothing more than a myth dreamed up by poets. That is a lie. It is the single greatest fabrication in human history. How does a civilization 10,000 years ahead of its time simply cease to exist, vaporized, gone, in a single night? This wasn't an earthquake. This wasn't a flood. We are looking at the crime scene of Earth's first extinction event. And the weapon wasn't nature, it was us. Let's look at the source. Plato didn't write fiction, he wrote a warning. He received the records from the high priests of Egypt, passed down by the statesman Solon. They described a superpower beyond the Pillars of Hercules, a city of concentric rings, mathematically perfect. And then the impossible happened, a destruction so violent, so absolute, that it swallowed an entire continent in less than 24 hours. Geologists will tell you that tectonic plates don't move that fast, but a detonation, that happens in a blink of an eye. If it wasn't the gods, what was it? The hidden vault uncovers the forbidden theory. Atlantis wasn't just wealthy, they were masters of crystal energy. They harvested a metal the ancients called orichalcum, more precious than gold and volatile as plutonium. They didn't just build monuments, they built weapons. The theory suggests they triggered a cataclysmic chain reaction, an ancient nuclear meltdown that didn't just sink an island, it shattered the crust of the earth. They didn't fall to Poseidon, they fell to their own arrogance. You want proof? Look at the ocean floor. Look at the Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan. Those aren't natural rock formations, those are 90-degree angles, precision engineering. Look at the Bimini Road in the Bahamas, massive, perfectly cut stones arranged like a highway to nowhere. Why do we find these geometric anomalies hidden under the waves? Because they are the skeletons of a world that was murdered. These aren't rocks, they are the ruins of ground zero. Why does modern archaeology refuse to look? Because admitting Atlantis existed admits that humanity has been here before. It admits that we reached the peak of technology and destroyed ourselves. That is a terrifying truth. The elite, the secret societies, they keep the timeline suppressed because if we knew that the greatest civilization on Earth committed suicide with technology, we might realize we are holding the exact same gun to our heads today. Atlantis isn't a story, it's a prophecy. The clock is ticking, and we are repeating their mistakes. The question isn't, did Atlantis exist? The question is, will we survive the same fate? This is the Hidden Vault. Subscribe now. Tell us in the comments, are we next?